Pink ladies, T-birds just happen to be watchers of my shit. My name is JImmiPynk, and who knew the Antichrist was such a whiny bitch?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So thank you so much for joining me. This is episode 9 of American Horror Story Apocalypse, aka season 8 of American Horror Story Apocalypse. Thank you for joining me. I got on this purple ass lipstick, and you know the weather is changing in Ohio. My lip literally just split down the middle, so I'm gonna make this fast because that shit is starting to hurt. Anyway, this episode, okay, I like the bowl cut twins, because let's just keep it all the way 100. Who knew the bowl cut twins was pulling all the motherfucking strings? And Michael Langdon is just a goddamn puppet. Listen, Linda, listen. So, we start off with Evan Peters' bowl cut twin character just going the fuck off. The Wi-Fi was down. It took me forever to get it back up. I had to wait 5 minutes for my coffee. The arrow went from turning left to solid green, and the person said that they couldn't even turn. Nobody has direction anymore. This place needs to go. We need to start all over again. Fucker, Michael Eisner. Not Michael Eisner. Billy Eichner. Whatever the fuck his name is. I'm not a big fan of his. But you the motherfucking MVP this episode, my dude. You is the motherfucking MVP this episode, because he was hilarious. You can definitely tell his background is comedy, because he was playing that bro like so good. And he was just like the perfect amount of condescending, and like I was living for it. But they about to go meet the cooperative. There's a meeting for the cooperative. And Miss Venable says, you know, I started with you guys since y'all was in a car, in the back of a car. You promised me I was going to get my time to do something. Y'all, Miss Venable went to go quit. Now remember, Miss Mead ain't Miss Mead. These dudes built Miss Mead. So they like, basically, again, like these dudes been dogging Michael Langdon since they first came on the scene. Like, who knew? He doesn't have any direction. He doesn't know what to do. All this, blah, 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 etc. We can fix that. These dudes start talking through me. He like, she like, well, what's your idea? He straight gives them the plot to the Omen 3. That was hilarious. And you know, Ryan Murphy loved his pop culture references, so that was cute. That was real cute. But finally, he's like, go back to those nice guys that built me. And he's like, why? They just seem like some coked out nerds. And they was all like offended. And was like, and they're good looking guys too, high-fiving each other. They such damn cornballs. But, you know, he listens to Miss Mead, not thinking that's really not Miss Mead. Again, the Antichrist. Any old way. So they go to meet with these guys, and the guys break it down to them. Gives them this list. These are all the people start naming big names. These people got, you know, connections to the nuclear war. They run the world. This is a code name. Their real name is the Illuminati. Bitch, when I tell you I motherfucking cut the goddamn screen off and went on a goddamn cigarette break, because I just couldn't believe Ryan Murphy stooped to the most obvious conclusion that this shit has to do with the Illuminati. I do not like that. I do not like this twist. I don't. I'm like, that was the most obvious thing. Even though we didn't know exactly what the cooperative was. but it's really the Illuminati. I was like, really, bitch? Really? Really, bitch? But anyway, so they basically map out the whole plan for Michael Langdon. So how we got nuclear war, how we brought on the apocalypse, was the Bowl Cut twins. The Bowl Cut twins did it. I was shook to my core about that. So now I ain't so mad. We figured out how they made me and how we met Miss Venable and she worked for him. I'm not so mad. The whole rest of that storyline though, with him meeting the Satanist cult and all that, we could have did without all that. This part was important though, so I'm okay with that. So the witches know what's coming. So we're at Miss Robichaux's again. And they're about to do these protection spells. They teaching the new witches. Queenie and Zoe is teaching the new witches a protection spell. We about to put a protection spell over this whole house. Nobody except for witches can come in or out. And that's it. And then we see good old Adina Porter, all dressed up in her voodoo queen best, out there doing some shit outside the door. And I'm like, what the fuck? What's about to happen? She do some shit. Them eyes turn green like Starfire on Titans. And then we see Michael Langdon the Mead walk around the corner. And we get to that relatively quickly too. I thought for sure that was going to be the ending. But then again, two episodes left. Tick, tick, witch. So, they go. They thought they was going to do a spell. He turned that shit around. First of all, Joan Collins, you the other motherfucking MVP. Because she was giving me all of the Alexis Carrington. Say I'm lying. Say I'm lying. She was giving me all of the Alexis Carrington, but the way we knew Alexis Carrington would really fucking talk, she was like, aren't you surprised to see me? She's like, you're a fucking prophecy. You're a fucking prophecy. Ain't nobody scared to see you. And she just proceeds to go off. I loved it. But then she was the first one to get it. And I was like, damn, Joan Collins gone. Then, like all the young witches, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't give a fuck about them. We ain't meet them. Me, they like, how you still alive? She says, I'm made for this. Take that arm off and it was a motherfucking machine gun. Blah, 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 blah. They get Zoe. Queenie says, oh, fuck this, bitch. I know how to get you. She slit her own throat, because remember, Queenie is the human voodoo doll. We didn't see her, this is the only time we seen her power this season. She slit her own throat, started bleeding, and me started white fucking gooey shit. Are you fucking kidding me? That's Velcro. White gooey shit. Ain't dead. Shoots Queenie up. Then when they get everybody, except for Mallory, Cordelia, and Myrtle. I didn't know Madison wasn't down there. I don't know where Madison popped up from, but she's still here. And Coco. Because they protecting them. We can't let you die because they feel like Mallory is the Supreme now. But Mallory is faltering with her powers. They like, you trying too hard. You trying too hard. Let it come to you. Then we find out Mallory may have this witch power that they don't even teach because it's a myth, and it's basically that this bitch could travel through time. Y'all, this episode gave me the blues because I was like, here's the thing. Blaming world destruction on the Illuminati is old hat. Going back in time to change the course of everything that's happened in a season is old hat. It's played. It's used. Now, I'm not going to say it wasn't done well. But y'all, when they started talking about it and Myrtle was breaking it down, what the power was and everything, everybody that has tried this has died just like everything else that y'all make people try. And y'all went into they started talking about the Romanovs. The Anastasia story, how it was always like this rumor that Anastasia lived. Y'all, I said, y'all gonna try to tell me Anastasia was a witch. And them bitches went there. So we had to go all the way back to 1918 to see if Mallory can go back 100 years and save Anastasia. Which, of course, I thought she was going to be able to save her because that's always been the rumor that Anastasia survived. I said, oh, so this is how they going to show she survived. You try to tell me this bitch survived because Mallory went back in time 100 years. Now, mind you, I want to point out something real key about that. We thought it was a myth because there is no record of a witch actually having that power. That's because witches don't have that power. She's an angel. That's because witches don't have that power. She ain't a witch. Okay? We got that clarified? Okay, moving on. But she goes back, but she come back. She crying blood. She almost died. I do like the fact that they use water because that is something that is a mythos that's used a lot, that bodies of water are portals to go to other dimensions and things like that. And also, Fire and Rain is the name of this episode because Michael is about to burn the world down. Well, what's fire's opposite? Water. So in the end, water is going to beat fire. Just not the way you want it to, Sexy Dex. And I'm feeling that. But Cordelia is like, let's just off me so that all my powers can go to her. Myrtle is like, you can't do that. We had this whole storyline of, she feels like she's like her mother. She ain't ready to let go. Is she anything like her mother? So shout outs to Jessica Lange. Fiona, we can't get Fiona back. Y'all can't bring Supremes back to life? Is that like a rule? Any other way. They decide, well, you know what? Let's go to the Warlocks. We need the Warlocks' help on this one. Didn't they know we was coming? And you seen like bodies and shit, right? I'm like, oh Lord, they done got the Warlocks too. They got the Warlocks too, and then they back up and it's body parts and shit cut up to make a pentagram. Now what we know from the first couple purple ass episodes is that one of the outposts was in that school, so we know Michael did it. And they showed a good old close-up to Pray Tell. Oh, I left something out. Cordelia go motherfucking nuts because she can't bring her girls back this time. Madison says, you know, when we was at the murder house, he can get rid of people's souls too. They ain't coming back. Cordelia slapped the shit out of Madison. I'm sure she's wanted to do that several times. But this time she did it. And Murrow had to tell her like, because for real, telling you that would have did what? Telling her that would have did what? But okay. But okay. All the witches is dead. All the warlocks is dead. What they saying, Mallory needs more power. We know she could do it. As my girl Myrtle Snow said, she pierced the veil. So we know she can go back in town. We just got to buy some time to get her ready. What else? Let me see. Okay. Now let's get back to Mrs. Venable and the Bowl Cut twins. So Miss Venable is packing up all her purple shit. And the boys come in. And they say, well, Miss Venable, we cannot accept your resignation. She's like, that's not an option. Hold on. We ain't trying to get you to stay working here because we're not going to have a company. About a year and a half, world about to end. This is what it is. You ever heard of the Illuminati? Or, you know, She was telling the story. Yeah, you know, this mythical thing. I watched it on the History Channel about these people that control the world and yada, 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 yada. They like, it's real. It's the cooperative. Now, what we can offer you is safety. We feel like you're ready for an administrative plan. I mean, an administrative role. So what we gonna do, somebody is got to be in charge of these outposts. Interested? So now we know how Miss Venable got in there. We now know why everybody had on purple, because that's her shit. She made all the rules. That fucking happened. I'm giving witch teas, but I decided I wanted to give a little Venable teas at the same time with my good red hair and purple on today. But that's what happened. So now we know how Venable got in charge. And we only got one episode left, y'all. The only way to wrap this up in one episode left is for it to be wrapped up way too goddamn quickly. I still got questions. So I hope the rumors are true that we're going to get a season 9 that's going to continue this story. Now, something else that I want to bring up very briefly, because I always got to have a theory for y'all asses. Damn, that's got an ass in it. Do y'all ever remember at the beginning of them purple ass episodes, the 2 people that got saved because they had perfect DNA? The people we ain't heard from since them purple ass episodes, and they the only people we ain't really heard nothing else about since them purple ass episodes. Also, I left out the fact that Dana Porter's character, you did all of this for Satan to approve you to be a damn talk show host? Girl. But the witches still brought her back, so I think she's going to redeem herself in the end, because they wouldn't have brought her back unless they needed her. She is the voodoo equivalent of the Supreme. They need her. But, here's my theory. They were supposed to be like the new Adam and Eve, right? They got this perfect DNA. What's in y'all DNA to make y'all perfect? We don't know. But I have a feeling that while everybody is trying to make this theory that Mallory is the second coming of Christ, I think that banging them people was doing, I think if they have a baby, that baby is going to be the second coming of Christ. And what comes with that is the reason why Venable, who finally has some power, who is enjoying it, playing all kind of games because she enjoying being in charge, might know that. And that's why she had this rule about no fornication, which was not really a rule. I guess we'll find out. Because, for real, they got to come back next episode, or else why the fuck were they here? Am I wrong? So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I want to thank each and every one of you for rocking with me and continuing to watch American Horror Story with me. I want to thank my patrons, people that donate to my PayPal, people that donate money on my live. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you want to get in on some of that action and help support my channel, because Drag Race season is coming and a bitch need more costumes, all those links are down below. And while you're down there checking those links out, you can also subscribe, like, comment, share the video. Greatly appreciate it. It helps out more than you know. YouTube pays attention to that shit. So I want to thank each and every one of y'all. I'm going to go ahead and pour this wine out so I can get another glass because it's got an ash in it. Let's find out what happened next week. Keep it greasy. Deuces. Hey yo, I dog these niggas like
girl's best friend, right? Ran 10-10, right? Haunted by my past, same shit, different mask like Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Where are you? But I spotted you out like Spud McKenzie. Figured out the game like the Bloodhound gang. I thought you was my friend, you broke my heart again. Well, the game done switched. If you a dog, I'm a bitch. What?